Hello, this is Mo Chat here, and this is another video tonight. I just cannot stop thinking about us humans and what we're doing to each other. And it saddens me, it really breaks my heart, because I was raised to help others. I was taught to help others no matter what. And I'm not sure what to call this video. I could call it Humans Hurting Humans, because that's what we're doing. Okay, you've got people every day killing each other for what? Why? Okay, they kill each other because they want what that person's got. They kill each other because they're angry. Or they're fighting each other because they want to feel like they're powerful. I mean, why do people do that? Why? Now, if you think about it, human beings have always been survivalists. Okay, we fight to protect our way of life. We fight to survive. I believe it's in all of our DNA to survive and to live. Okay, we're made that way. That's what we are. We're survivors, every one of us, and we will fight to survive. And there are many among us that are heroes that will lay down their lives to save another person. But we sure need more of those heroes. And we need less of those people that want to hurt each other. Now, I want to talk to you about something very serious. And I want to tell you just a little bit of a story. I want to talk to you about racism. Now, the word itself to me is ugly. I can hardly even stand to say that word. I think it's disgusting and outright immoral. I think anyone who judges another person because they're different, or because they don't look like you, or they don't look like me, or they're just different. Anyone who judges another person because of their difference is wrong. It is wrong. Now, I want to tell you a little story. When I was a kid, I grew up on a street that was so small, okay? It was just a little street. It had 7 houses on it. I remember it so well. The street that we lived on when I was really young, it had no road. Okay, there was no concrete road there. There was no street. It was a dirt road. And I remember playing in that street, kicking an old ball around that was about half flat. Okay, I was raised poor. I mean to tell you, we had hardly nothing. We barely got by sometimes. But we had all the kids in the neighborhood to play with. And our neighborhood was those 7 houses on that street. There was 2 houses at one end of the street. There was 4 houses across the street from me. And then there was our house. And all we did was play. And there was probably about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16. There was probably about 16 kids that lived on that street. We all went to the same school. We all rode the same school bus. Or we all walked down to the school bus to catch it. And when I was growing up, my grandmother never once allowed me to judge the people that I lived across the street from. We were not allowed to do that. We weren't allowed to say anything bad about them. We weren't allowed to put other people down. It was wrong. And my grandmother told me so. She told me, you don't judge people. If you don't walk in their shoes, then you have no right to say anything about what they're doing, what they look like. You don't have that right. Okay? You treat people with respect. Everyone should be treated with respect and should not be judged. Okay, I'm not very religious, but the Bible, clearly one of its big moral things is do not judge. But I see Christians everywhere judge people all the time. I see it. I see it on a day-to-day basis. If you can't put enough money in the pan at church, then they don't even talk to you. Or if you ask too many questions, you might be asked to leave. Okay? And why is that? Because they're judging you. And that's wrong. I went to church when I was a little kid, and we were taught to act decent to people, to be nice, to be kind, to share, and to understand and to love and respect people, and to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And this is where I think racism is absolutely wrong. It's just wrong. No one should be judged by the color of their skin, or the color of their hair, or how tall they are, or how short they are. No one should be judged by that. No one. We are all different. We're so diverse. This world of ours is full of some of the most beautiful people in the world. We have people that can do so many things, and they're so talented. Okay, there are people out there that I would give anything to be like them. Okay, because they're wonderful. And it's true, there's some people out there that are jerks. I mean, I can even be a jerk on my bad days. Okay, I have bad days. We all have bad days. And sometimes we're bad. But in every heart, I believe there is room for forgiveness. Okay, and you cannot judge someone for what their ancestors did. In this day and age, we should be able to shake hands and let the past go. So why can't we do that? I think it's because humans carry the weight of history on their shoulders. We carry it around with us. Everything we do, everything we talk about is all based on what we've learned, what we've seen, okay, what we've heard, all from history. And we carry that around. We carry it in our minds and on our shoulders like a big weight just pushing us down, okay? And I've often heard people say, well, this happened to me when I was a kid. Or this happened to me the other day and I'm mad about it. Well, if you carry that anger around, then you are going to hurt yourself. You're not only hurting other people, but you're going to hurt yourself. Because you let that build up inside of you and then you lash out at people for no reason. And that hurts others. So we need to let go of that judging mindset. We need to let go of that. We need to remember that people are humans. People are people. And everybody is important. Everybody. When I was a kid and I played on that street, we played in the street with balls and a little old bat or a bicycle. We rode up and down the road. Or we put the kids in the wagon and we pulled them back and forth. Or we went for walks. And we used to pick apples out of the neighbors' yards. You know, and we were all just kids. But guess what? I lived on a street with an Indian boy, 3 families of black boys and girls, 2 families of white kids. I also lived on a street with old people, young people, middle-aged people, okay? And we all got along. Believe it or not, we didn't have any fights on our street. None. We didn't bicker and gripe at each other. We didn't fight. In the wintertime, when somebody on our street, the water pipes would freeze under the house and there'd be a big old water leak under there, you know what we did? We helped each other. We would get water from our house and take it to the neighbor's house so that they would have water to drink until they got the water pipes fixed. Or I remember one time the lady across the street came to my house and took care of my family, my siblings and me, while my grandmother was in the hospital. I remember that. They came and they helped. They even fixed food at their house and brought it over for us to eat. And there was 4 of us kids, and they had 3 kids of their own. So they fed 7 people that day. And I remember them babysitting, and they didn't charge us for it. We just helped each other because it had to be done. We helped each other because we cared about our neighbors. And that's what we need to do more of. We need to care about our neighbors. Check on your neighbors. Check on your friends. And if they're not your friends, become friends. Help each other. Put your hand out there and shake hands with a neighbor and tell them that if I can help you, I will. Okay? If something drastic happens, a catastrophe happens, you're going to have friends. And if you treat people in the wrong way, they're going to be the first ones that attack you. They're not going to be your friends because they're going to remember how you treated them. My grandma always used to say, never make an enemy, because an enemy will be the first one to attack you when you're down. So try not to have enemies. Try to have friends. And let people know that you're a good person and a kind-hearted person, and that the color of your skin does not matter. Love one another. That's the main thing that we can do to save the humankind and to save our planet. We need to love each other and help each other all the time. I think the biggest danger to humans on the earth is sometimes humans themselves. If we continue to hurt one another, we're going to lose. So help each other. And remember, leave your comments below. Tell me how you think we can help each other in more ways. There are tons of things that we can do. Let me know what you think. This is just another rant. Racism, it's wrong. Racism goes right down there with the rats and the holes. It really does. Okay, let's put a stop to racism. Let's take that weight off our shoulders and let that go. I love you. I love all of my subscribers, and I love all of my new friends, and I hope to make more friends on YouTube. Talk to you later. Good night.